We're back on the basement breakdown with an even worse card.
They just keep getting worse somehow as you go week by week here.
But this one's at normal time, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's a shit card doesn't mean that you can't make some money on it.
Yeah, and there's still some entertainment to be had. A couple of the matchups could provide a little something, but yeah, overall it's a rough card.
It's one of those ones where, like, I mean, you say that it's like every once in a while, like, oh, this is the worst card in recent memory.
Mm-hmm.
I really do mean it with this card.
Yeah, I feel like we've been saying that the last couple weeks, but at least the last couple weeks we've been in arenas around the world. We've had good crowds.
100%.
And the fights ended up delivering a lot of the time. The last card in Serbia had a lot of finishes. Pretty banger card. But yeah, for real, we're back in the Apex now, smaller octagon, and a lot of matchups that just aren't that interesting. It's unfortunate.
It feels like I don't even know how this fight night was really, like, put together. Like, it literally consists of, like, 9 fights, and so many of which have just been put together, like, last week. Like, it's just, it's one of those...
A lot of late notice fights, a lot of guys stepping up to make the card. It's interesting. I don't think they really had a plan with this one.
Hell no. But, I mean, catapulting off of last week, we did pretty well as far as picks. We started off better than we finished off, but we got the first round TKO, Mateusz over Rodriguez. The Blachowicz pick, you live and you learn. We were proceeding with caution with that one, and Klein and a couple others, but as I said earlier on in the card, did a little better.
Yeah, we started off hot in the prelims.
We went like 10-4.
Yeah, and then there was a stretch there in the middle with 3 fights, Urbina, Ludovic Klein, and one other where we kind of got shaky, and then we bounced back.
Yeah.
After the co-main, we got the main event.
Yeah.
Not a tough one to predict, but went how we thought.
Overall, a fun card. Yeah, this one's shit.
Should we just dive right in?
Yeah, we'll dive in. Hopefully I'll hit my parlay for this one.
All right, opening up the card. First prelim fight, we got Juliana Miller taking on Ravena Oliveira. And yeah, that sets the tone for what kind of card this is going to be. Juliana Miller is a -260 favorite, and Ravena Oliveira is a +205 underdog. What are you thinking? First opinion here.
I mean, my opinions, I'm going to refrain from saying too much for this fight, but I mean, I'm going to trust, I do think it's fair to be the 2-1 favorite, almost 3-1 favorite for Juliana Miller. I do think that she's better on the ground, which will and her opponent is fucking dog shit. When it comes
0-3 in the UFC, has had a really rough go of things. Her striking is really mid, doesn't have much of a ground game. She's going to try and throw jabs, and she'll probably touch up Juliana Miller a little bit, but Miller's just going to keep coming forward. She's going to keep trying to go for takedowns constantly. She's not going to be deterred. We've seen that in her last couple fights. She's just been pushing the pressure, pushing the takedowns, and I think she's going to have a lot of success with that against Oliveira.
I don't think she's going to be able to get the submission.
No, I don't think so.
But I'll go with her by a unanimous decision.
30-27, I could see just her controlling Oliveira for 3 straight rounds.
Oliveira's
I wouldn't be surprised.
Really weak when it comes to what her mixed martial arts game can offer from what I've seen from the tape. So, this should be fucking boring. Sorry.
Not the best fight to kick off the card, but that's the kind of card it is, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, God. Oh, man.
All right, this next one, we've got Miles Johns taking on Jessie Rosas, who is Raul Rosas Jr.'s older brother.
Mm-hmm.
One of, I think, there's 4 of the siblings. There's another brother, and there's also a sister. I think they're all trying to come up in MMA.
Are they as good looking as he is?
Who, Jessie or Raul?
Are they as good looking as Raul is?
I don't know. Jessie's looking better.
Oh, okay. Because Raul is very specific looking person. Yeah.
No odds for this one. It was just added on short notice.
Yeah. Well,
Jessie making his debut.
older brother stepping up on short notice. I mean, Miles John's like, he's always a tough out. Arguably could have won that fight versus Gene Matsumoto.
Yeah, you know what you're getting with Miles Johns. He's super inconsistent.
6-5.
Yeah, but there are times where he looks like he's on, and the striking is looking really, really crisp, and he's boxing guys up, and he's pushing the pace. And then there's just other fights where he looks like outclassed and just absolutely confused, like he has no clue what he's doing in there.
I do think that like when it comes to like the brother of Raul, like he has like pretty decent striking from the tape that I've watched. But he's also fought very low competition. He
hasn't fought anybody really.
He's also lost.
Yeah, he's only 8-1.
Yeah, like he's 8-1, and his most recent loss, well now it's a while ago.
Back in 2024.
Back in 2024. I don't see him getting like a knockout or anything.
No, his striking is okay, but I think he's gonna primarily look to grapple, and
if other guys who are better than him can't get it off against Miles Johns.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have much success, and I think Miles Johns definitely has the edge on the feet. I think he's going to be able to box him up.
I wouldn't be insanely surprised if Miles John lost, just given, like you said, his like history. But like, if I am trying to be like analytical here, I do feel like this will probably go over 2.5 rounds. It'll probably be a veteran showing from Miles Johns, like where you see 29.
I'm expecting one of the showings where he's looking crisp, the striking's good, and he's boxing up Jessie on the feet. That's sort of what I'm expecting. I want to go Miles John decision.
He's fought his entire career in the UFC. Like, we're like, honestly, like, he's fought 11 fights in the UFC. Like, there's something to be said about that. He's tough out.
He's been around that longevity, yeah.
Yeah, he's fought good competition, too. Like,
yeah, he's fought Mario Bautista.
Felipe Lima, Daniel Marcos.
Cody Gibson's been around, another vet.
Daniel Marcos isn't in the... Didn't he get sent to the PFL? They cut him after his last win? That's a completely separate thing, yeah.
Yeah, he's fighting Magomedov.
Yeah.
On a
poor guy.
Cyborg Vieira card coming up at the end of August.
Nice. Or MVP, PFL, whatever you want to call it now.
But yeah, Miles John's decision, I think, is what we're aligned on here.
Yeah, give me that. That'll be some decent value, I guess, for you guys. I mean, again, I wouldn't be super... I don't know. I wouldn't be super blown away if that didn't happen, though, and he ended up getting knocked out or submitted. But I don't think so.
We'll find out. No, I do want to go with Miles Johns, though. I feel like that's the pick I trust more. All right, the next fight on the card, lightweight fight between Manoel Sousa and Richie Miranda. This was also added really recently on late notice.
Yo,
so we don't
guys,
have odds.
if you know for this fight. Then that's all I'm gonna say right now. Before we get into this, if you know, man.
You know.
If you know. What are you thinking?
You want to expand on that?
Ah, man, the odds. What are the odds for this fight?
There are no odds yet.
Oh, what was I looking then? I was probably looking not on like FanDuel or anything like that, or not some Tapology here, but yeah, like I don't think that Manuel Sousa is. I think he's gonna be a favorite, like when the lines open.
Probably, I could see that.
And I think that like there's decent value in taking the underdog here in Richie, who's also very good. I think Manuel Sousa looks like he's definitely a power puncher. Like, and he's
that's definitely what he's gonna look to do. He's gonna look to try to put him out. He definitely has the chance to.
But in terms of full mixed martial art game.
Yeah, I give Miranda the edge. I think Miranda's going to look to get his wrestling, his grappling off. I will say he's probably going to look a bit slower than Sousa on the feet in the striking department, which is where he could potentially get caught.
Yeah.
But I do think there's definitely value in taking him because there definitely is a possibility he could get the grappling off and the wrestling and have some success there.
I think it'll be a good fight of two good styles and to see who comes out on top. I think this is like one of the better matchups that we've gone through.
It is. This is I'm glad they've added this on late notice. It kind of helps bolster the card a bit. Yeah,
it's decent. I just wonder what the odds are going to be when it comes out and if there's good value on taking Richie as an underdog. Fuck. I mean...
It's a close one, I feel like.
It's a close
tough
one.
to predict. I want to go with Manoel Sousa, I think.
Yeah, I'll go with Manuel Sousa.
I think he's just going to be a step ahead on the feet.
Yeah.
Miranda's going to look a little bit slower.
I wouldn't be insanely surprised, though, man, like as an underdog pick.
No, I want to see the odds when they come out. It's going to be interesting.
You could see that pick flip on the graphic, but right now we'll go with Manuel Sousa.
All right, sounds good. Manoel Sousa, and we move up. We've got a heavyweight fight next with José Montanha taking on Louie Sutherland.
Yeah.
Louie Sutherland is a slight favorite at minus 190, and Montanha is a plus 165 underdog.
Who's coming? Who we just again don't know what he's really gonna look like.
Yeah, because if he can get Louie Sutherland to the ground, he might be able to get a sub off. He has subbed guys before. His jits is all right, especially for heavyweight, and he could be, just one of those guys that comes in there and kind of outclasses Louie on the ground. But at the same time, Louie did get the wrestling off in that win against Tuivasa, which was, we don't really have to talk about that fight.
He had a rough go of it also, too. With
he hasn't looked impressive at all, really, in the UFC so far.
He got Brando Perisic.
Yeah.
And who else did he get?
Walter Walker.
Yo, those are two guys who haven't lost yet. Realistically speaking, that's good competition.
It is good competition, but he hasn't looked impressive at all.
Hell no.
Compared to how he looked on the regional scene.
When he was taking roids.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's probably part of the reason why.
But his buddy over here is big, too, and,
Montanha.
He might just look like shit.
He's big. If he can get Louie on the ground, he might just kind of have his way with him.
Do you want to go with Montanha? I don't know what he's going to look like. I'm going to go with Louie Sutherland.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Louie Sutherland. I don't think it's going to look impressive. I think it'll be
another decision.
I don't think it's going to be impressive, but he's going to eke out a 29-28.
I agree. I think he's going to find ways to win the fight, and it's going to be a shit show. I think it's just
I don't think he's just going to be able to, be subbed right away like that. I think if Montanha is going to go that route, he's going to have to work for it.
Yeah.
And I think Louie's going to be a little crafty with the wrestling. He's going to have a little success with his defense.
Maybe some leg kicks.
Yeah, I could see him edging it out. All right. Next fight, light heavyweight. We've got Diyar Nurgozhay taking on Bruno Lopes.
Yeah.
Lopes is a plus 135 underdog, and Nurgozhay is a minus 160 favorite.
Good odds, good value. Give me Nurgozhay by TKO.
I agree. Bruno, he is a little chinny sometimes. He's a little slow sometimes with striking, especially compared to Nurgozhay. I think it's going to look a step behind. And I don't think he reacts well when he gets hit either. He kind of freezes up, and it just gives his opponent a chance to really pounce and just put him out. And Nurgozhay has power, man, for sure. He's
Look
a bit
at
of power
the
in his
one
fist.
loss he's which kind of aged or recently. Sorry, not the. Navajo Sterling. This is what I was gonna say. The best thing I can say about Bruno Lopes or whatever is that he fought Navajo Sterling and did I don't know if he got finished by him.
Yeah, but he lasted around. I think he's gonna get hurt.
Yeah, I think he's gonna get fucking hurt. I think the odds are a little disrespectful, but Nurgozhay is not necessarily,
like a world beater. But I think he's going to look a step ahead in the striking.
Minus 175.
And once he touches Lopes and gets him hurt, I think Lopes is probably just going to pull the plug a little bit maybe, yeah. TKO.
First or second? Maybe first round?
I could see it.
I think he'll get him out of there.
I like it. And we move up. Another heavyweight fight. Stephen Asplund and Guilherme Pat. Pat is a plus 195 underdog, and Asplund is a minus 250 favorite.
Smack Asplund.
Yeah, I agree.
Had a crazy good fight against Mario Pinto, where he was able to get his licks in that fight. And Guillermo Pat, fought Peter Griffin, who just got subbed. and that was boring as fuck until the third round, and where he got taken down and beaten up, but that was a pretty nothing fight.
Yeah, and I believe Asplund's been training with Thomas Peterson as of late.
Yeah,
working on the takedown defense and the wrestling defense.
I don't even think he'll need it versus this guy. Yeah. His striking is so much better.
It is. He has a huge advantage on the feet. 100%.
I think he'll get him out of there.
I agree. TKO again.
He's got good volume. If he looks anything he looked great on the Contender Series. He looked good against Mario Pinto. He was able to survive for a while, and he got shots in. So I don't really think it'll be a problem for him.
I agree. His striking's way farther ahead than Pat's.
People should chill a little bit. They were really high on him coming into the UFC, and then he got put against a guy who's really good and has shown us that.
Mm-hmm.
And so, honestly, I think that he's still really good, and he can...
I agree. I think this is going to be another good showing for him.
Yeah.
It'll get him above 500 in the UFC.
Smack that boy onto your parlay.
Smack that. I like that. Minus 250. Those are really solid odds.
Yeah. That and Diyar, Nurgozhay are two people for sure you can put on.
Agreed. Okay. Moving on to the main card now. And opening up for us on the main card, we've got a welterweight fight between Ty Miller and Billy Ray Goff. Ty Miller's a minus 290 favorite. Billy Ray Goff plus 235 underdog.
I believe in Ty Miller.
I do. I think he's going to put him out.
Yeah, I mean, Billy Ray Goff kind of shit.
Yeah, hasn't really shown much in the UFC. 2-fight losing streak. He's had a rough go of it. I don't like his striking defense.
Yeah.
I think he can get hit. He's fairly hittable, and Ty Miller can definitely put him out.
I'm gonna go with a first or second round. I'm gonna late first round TKO for Ty Miller. I really think that if he's what I've seen from him in his last couple fights, he should have no problem beating this dude, man.
I agree. First round TKO for me. Ty Miller.
Yeah, give me that. What is he, a minus?
Minus 290.
Yeah, you gotta give him almost 3-1 odds in this fight. I do think
those are fair.
He's that much better than this dude. Moving on up.
I like it. Next fight on the card, we go back to the women's strawweight division. We've got Amanda Lemos taking on Alexia Thainara. Thainara is a minus 240 favorite, and Lemos is a plus 195 underdog. I gotta go with Alexia for sure.
It's a shit matchup for Lemos. They keep giving her fucking ground girls who are gonna take her down. She's 39. It's at best you would do is give her a girl who's an up and coming kickboxer, a girl who strikes.
Yeah, we've seen Alexia get the wrestling off a lot recently in her last couple fights. It's probably what she's gonna look to do again against Lemos. 39 years old. She's on the back half of her career. Things are trending downwards. I don't think this is going to look good. I think she's going to get controlled for 3 rounds.
Control? She's definitely better on the feet than Thainara, but in classic fashion, I don't.
She's just going to be slower too. I think.
She's not going to get
old.
She's not going to get subbed or anything. I don't think that she'll. I think she'll be able to survive and just lose.
She's a veteran. She's crafty, but I don't think she's going to be able to rack up enough. Winning minutes for herself.
Nah, give me over 2.5 Thainara.
I agree.
Control time, over 2 takedowns, significant strikes will probably be on her side. She'll get some ground and pound that won't do anything. So
some pitter patter ground and pound, but she'll get it off and she'll do more than enough.
Actually, I think the striking will actually be close. Lemos is always close on the SIGs. So maybe if you wanted to bet over a significant amount of strikes for Amanda Lemos in this fight, because we know Thainara's ground, she's going to be going for the ground game. That might be something, but yeah, she's losing for sure.
Alexia Thainara decision, and then we move on up to the feature fight on the card. This is a why did they make this matchup?
I don't know.
We've got Yadier Del Val taking on Darren Elkins. Del Val, massive, biggest favorite on the card, minus 800. Elkins, the veteran, plus 520 underdog. This is a dirty matchup to make. I think Elkins is going to get slimed out.
Yeah, man.
It's not going to be good. It's going to be bad.
It's going to be bad. I mean, Yadier Del Val, like, he just kept becoming more of the favorite after the opening odds.
Yeah.
Now it's
which has made a lot of sense. He's looked decent so far in the UFC.
I'll say,
pretty well-rounded fighter.
Isaac Delgarian, that fight was weird, rigged. We won't say too much about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then he fights Jordan Levitt, where he gets kind of controlled the first 2 rounds and then wins the third, which is not a great showing. But I think he has underrated striking. He has good submission game. And in terms of his opponent, like, this guy hasn't fought in 2 years almost. And the last time he fought, he got slimed out by another 41-year-old dude.
Yeah, is this his retirement fight? Is this his last fight?
Yeah, Juliana Rosa. And it's got to be. And then before that...
That's such dirty matchmaking to give a guy in your retirement fight. They give him a young up-and-comer, just trying building him up.
And his last
He's going to get done poorly in 100%. This fight. It's going to look bad.
His last one was Daniel Pineda, and Daniel Pineda is like a journeyman, like a 19-10 dude, like a guy who like
2024.
Yeah,
wow.
It's 2 years after getting slimed out. Like, this is not a good look. I can see Yadier getting it done many different ways. I wouldn't be insanely surprised if he was able to survive to a decision. I don't know if I'd put my money on it, but maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Yadier Deval, underrated striking, good submission game. Probably going to win this fight by a first-round TKO or submission. I don't know. He's going to look like shit. It's been 2 years. This is it.
I think he TKOs him.
Yeah, unless he shows... yeah.
Just going to be the faster, better all-around fighter. It's not going to look good for Elkins, I don't think.
Minus 700 is a little crazy.
It's minus 800.
Yeah, it's a little... like,
That's hefty.
It's a little hefty for a guy coming off a loss to Jordan Levitt. Like, that's all I'm saying.
It's fair.
You know?
But it's Darren Elkins.
It's Darren Elkins. Yeah.
And we move up to the co-main event between Billy Quarantillo and Diego Ferreira. Ferreira is a slight minus 185 favorite. Quarantillo is a plus 150 underdog.
Oh, man. Like, I maybe would... I'm not... Like, Diego Ferreira would have been so much more comfortable taking him, like, a year ago. Like, now it's just, like, I've seen things from him that I just really don't like as much.
Yeah, well, we know what he's going to try to do. He's just going to try to wrestle and grapple. He's going to shoot a ton of takedowns.
Got slammed out bad last time.
He did, dude. And Quarantillo's super, super good at managing his distance, closing the distance, getting in the pocket, kind of piecing you up in the clinch. Has really, really good knees. I really like his striking. But yeah, I do think Ferreira's going to be able to get off some of the takedowns.
Billy Q, did he fight Cub?
Yeah, that's his loss last time out. And then
that was a while ago.
He lost to Yusuf Zalal.
And honestly, like, that was a bit of a war with Cub Swanson to an extent. Like, he was definitely on the receiving end.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, Cub Swanson looked really good in his retirement fight when we took him. Like, bro, like, he gets in there and he swings. I'm worried because of the chin of Ferreira. I'm not going to take Billy Q.
I'm not either. I don't think I can do it.
But it's not without its
no, there's a caution. Risk. There's a bit of caution. I do think Ferreira is going to have success with the takedowns, though. I think he's going to be able to get off some control, and it's going to be enough to win the fight. I do see a world, though, where he could get hurt, though. Billy's going to try and close the distance early. He's going to come in swing and probably try to put him out early. And we'll see if Ferreira can just kind of land a takedown or get something off.
Yeah, Billy Q can either ride off into the sunset or this is it. This is the last fight.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Ferreira decision, though.
It's either that or a Quillan or a Billy Q TKO. So take it or leave it. I'll go with Ferreira decision. I'm not going to fucking bet on it.
I'm not going to bet it, no, but...
It's not worth it.
I feel more comfortable with taking Diego Ferreira by decision.
Yeah, and then to the main event.
The main event, one of our closer, more competitive main events we've had in a while. We've got Mateusz Gamrot taking on Quillan Salkilld, who is a minus 135 favorite. Gamrot is a plus 110 underdog. This fight opened with them even odds, minus 110 each. So it's grown a little bit in Quillan's favor, which I think makes sense. But it's going to be close. It's a close fight.
It is a close fight, but the more I think about it, like, my pick is completely flipped. When they made this fight, I was like, oh, this is...
I was on Gamrot all the way. I thought he'd probably do enough to wrestle him, control him, win enough minutes, win enough rounds, but
then you start
I'm with you.
Tape, man.
Yeah, I've flipped a little bit. The more recent fights I've watched for each guy, I've reconsidered a lot.
And you have to reconsider stuff, and guys just, like, sometimes they come into their own when they're on the streak. We just see it with Navajo Sterling, where, like, you kind of are like, oh, like, I don't know, like, they're going up against someone who is proven to be a tough out and can still win fights.
Someone who hasn't been knocked out in a while,
or doesn't
before or ever
get knocked out, like, even if he gets hurt. So, I mean, but it's screaming to me, like, yo, like...
I think Quillan is here. He's rising up the rankings. I just can't see Gamrot being able to take him down and hold him there for 5 straight rounds. When you go back and look at the fights Gamrot's been in, every single person that he's taken down, Dan Hooker, Jalen Turner, literally almost every fight, the guy's able to get back up at points. He's not just held there for a super, super long time. They're all able to get back up eventually.
And a lot of the times, like, he gets hurt, then he wrestles, and it's like, you know exactly what's going to happen. Like, what I see is, well, also, he's good. He struggles with bigger guys, taller guys, right? Like you're saying.
Guys who have the reach advantage, the height advantage. Charles Oliveira, Dan Hooker.
6'2", 6'1", like, guys who he's taking to decisions, who, like, the takedowns get harder as the fight goes on. Like, he isn't necessarily a 5-round fighter. I know we saw him a while ago go to a decision with Arman Sarukian where I, thought he lost, but, like, that's not going to be the type of fight this is. He's also 35 now, and Quinlan's, like, 25, I think, 24. What is he, 25, 26, whatever. He's a young man.
He's 26.
26, yeah. So I honestly expect him to hurt Gamrot, and then Gamrot will shoot, and then I don't think it's going to work, and then...
No, I think Quillan will have more than enough defensive IQ to be able to get out of anything Gamrot tries to put him in. I think if he gets taken down, he'll be able to get back up. He has, from what we've seen in some of his earlier fights before he got to the UFC, he has some decent jiu-jitsu, some decent sub-game. He's not completely deficient on the ground. We just haven't really seen it because he's been sparking guys out. We saw he choked out Jamie Malarkey, but for the most part, he's just been sparking dudes out in the UFC.
He's on a roll, and he's like really got a lot of momentum, and there's something to be said about that going into these type of matchups where, like, you really, really have to fucking think about it sometimes because it's just like a reality, and then you see it transpire in the fight, and you're like, why didn't I think about that more? So we're gonna go with
Quillan, TKO. I think 3rd round.
I think it's going to be second
or I could see it being
or mid first round. I think he's going to start to touch him up early on the feet. Gamrot's going to...
He'll try and shoot.
I think he's going to realize he can't stand with him, and he's going to start to try and get the wrestling. And I don't think that Quinlan's going to let him get it off, and it's just going to be downhill from there.
I 100% agree. I see the fight playing out exactly like that, too. I think Quillan's going to hurt him bad. I think he's got that power. He's shown us that. He's been knocking dudes out. I
will have him as the last leg of my parlay, too. I'll have, like, a 5-legger with Quillan because I am confident. I switched my pick to him. I think at minus 135, he is very likely to beat Gamrot. And, I mean, yeah, man. Like, that's really it for the card. I wish I could say I was excited for it. I'm fired up to...
The main event's okay.
Yeah, it's a good main event for sure.
I'm not really excited for the rest of the card, though. It's
pretty whatever.
It's hard to be real here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get the video out, we'll get the picks going, per usual. R.I.P. Alan Nascimento, that was pretty crazy.
Yeah, very unexpected, very sad, crazy.
Like, literally talking about him a couple weeks ago during his fight, like an absolute warrior. In the octagon, seeing somebody just, like, abruptly die in their sleep, and, like, it's just, when this type of stuff happens, it just really makes you think, so... Condolences, obviously. So that's very unfortunate.
Very sad. Very unfortunate.
Yeah, absolutely. Basement breakdown with the UFC picks. We don't miss a card, and let's keep the main event streak going.
Let's do it.